County Live is brought to you in part by the Madison County Health Department, protecting, promoting, and improving the health of our community. The all-new Chevy Silverado, now available at Jack Burford Chevrolet and always available at jackburford.com. And by Twine Market and Design on 3rd Street in Richmond. And by kymedia.net, digital media services from top-of-the-line video production to live streaming services.
We had a bunch of interviews this week.
We did.
And the first one was Cheryl Muncie, which is a good friend of yours.
She sure is. Cheryl is the creative director and owner of Newfangled Clothing, and that is a local small business that had to actually chose to make a complete pivot in their business to serve not only our Madison County community, but communities across the country. So are we ready?
Yes, we're ready. Let's roll it.
Let's hear from Cheryl.
All right.
Folks, welcome back. We are delighted to have Cheryl Muncie, who is the owner and creative designer for Newfangled Clothing. Cheryl, thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. A little nervous too, but excited.
Well, we're thrilled to have you, and we know that you have been working day and night for several weeks now because you are providing handcrafted masks to folks, not just here in Madison County, but from what I've heard, all over the country. So tell us a little bit about Newfangled and what you're doing for our community.
Yes. Well, Newfangled is actually a children's brand of clothing that I design and create myself. But in the midst of all of this pandemic that has happened, we decided to shift a little bit because we were seeing so many people out there who needed help, and we ourselves wanted to help and give back. So we started just kind of by our local Madison County food service here. We noticed that they were just providing food to all of the kids all over Madison County, and Madison County is not a small county. And I just wanted to help and to do my part and to, just help them in being safe while they deliver the food to all of our kids across the county. And so I just reached out and asked if I could make masks for them. Before I started it, I wanted to make sure that I had a good pattern. So I drafted my own pattern after talking to some healthcare professionals, including I have a friend who teaches nursing, and about what they needed, what they wanted, and what works the best. Doing some online research too. I looked at, there's some cancer groups that provide masks, just that they've always done it. So I just drafted a pattern and we went from there. We started with Madison County Foods is where we started at.
Wow. So how do you choose the design? Are there patterns that people request, or do you have a generic mask, or who determines that?
Mask itself, it's one style. I've got one here. It's one actual, the actual style of it. Now you can change the fabric you can see on the front of it.
Yeah.
So this actual style here is what I created myself in order to, it's made to actually be, have less gaps in the face, so it actually, covers up the nose, and there's less gaps here, and it drops to the bottom of the chin. So the actual style is all the same for kids all the way up through men's sizes, but the outside of the pattern you can pick and choose based upon the fabrics I have available. Is kind of how that works.
Okay, nice. And I think what you were holding up was looked like a superhero pattern. Am I correct?
It's a female superhero. It's super popular. It's got Wonder Woman and Batgirl on it. So for the nurses, these have been because that's kind of been the theme of this whole thing. Heroes. They're actually heroes.
Cool.
So that,
And you have some beautiful, beautiful selections. And I know that you put new selections up and they go very, very quickly, right?
Yes, ma'am. They do. They do. They go in the beginning, I started out just doing listings on Friday because I wanted to keep up. And there's so many people out there who are making masks as well. And I didn't want anybody to be waiting for more than a week to get one. That was my objective. So I put out what I could make in a week's time, and they would sell out in a couple of hours every Friday evening.
Wow.
And so now that it's got to the point to where everybody needs them, I keep a few of the fabrics that I just have in stock, like florals and solids. They stay in stock all week long, but the other ones, they update every Friday, and then new designs get updated every Friday as well.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier, how many thousands have you made?
I've made almost 4,000 at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. They're all handmade. They're go ahead. And they're all handmade. It's mostly me and my daughter and my son that do them, but there are 3 layers. There's the cotton on the outside of them, which is the design. It's 100% cotton, and then on the inside it's 100% flannel, and it's always solid. So therefore, you have the difference. You know which side's going up against your face, kind of thing. And then on the inside, it has a barrier. It's actually the same material that's used in the surgical level mask that doctors use. So it's actually considered a PPE for protection.
Oh, that's neat.
And Cheryl, as a local small business owner, I know that you are also reaching out and partnering with our Madison County small businesses, because as we transition from healthy at home to healthy at work, those will be necessary to get back in business. So as folks are wanting to purchase masks, how can they find you?
They can find us directly through our website. That's kind of been the easiest. I just basically took our clothing brand and transitioned it over to a mask making. So they're listed on our website. It's newfangledclothing.com. They can get information there. They can always email me straight from there, and I try to respond to everybody in less than 24 hours, no matter what. That communication is very important to me. So I try to give a response to everybody in less than 24 hours, but that's where they can reach me at.
That's cool.
And
that is really cool.
And Instagram as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
it's Newfangled Clothing on both of them.
Very good. Well, Cheryl, we are so proud of you and so grateful for you. Thank you for providing, for meeting that need, and for finding a way to share your gift and your craft in such a meaningful way. We very, very much appreciate you, and again, all of the frontline heroes that are making this happen.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to do my part.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You do a lot. You do a lot.
Sure
hey,
do.
Cheryl,
Right,
I did tell you. So what most people don't realize, I can see a wider shot, okay? And I noticed you have a guitar. Are you a musician too?
I wished. I'm DIY and crafty. I wish I was a musician.
So whose guitar?
Yes, it's my husband's guitar.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Well,
I wish I was.
You got out easy because I was going to request that you play a tune.
I'm glad.
We can do that next time, Cheryl. Thank you so much. We very much appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, too.
Thank you for coming on.
All right, folks, we'll be right back.
Watch Madison County Live premieres on Facebook and YouTube every Saturday evening at 8 o'clock with replays at 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. on Sundays on Facebook. And, of course, always throughout the week on the Madison County Live Facebook page.